Thank you for having me. Losing my limbs was devastating, but my faith kept me going. I'm sharing my story to inspire others.
Hi, Ife.
Good evening, sir.
If you could describe your story in one word, what would it be?
Choice. Because every scar on my body, every tear I've cried, every friend I lost, started with a choice. The choices that look harmless today can become the regrets that haunt you forever. Well, here is my story. I pray you learn from it. I am here with my father, Pastor Ifeoluwa Ajide.
Good morning, everyone.
Pastor, Emma, when your daughter left for university, what were your hopes for her?
I sent my her to school with prayers, dreams, and hope. I wanted her to become a successful woman. I never imagined I would one day receive a phone call telling me she was fighting for her life in a hospital.
What would you say to every young girl watching this interview?
Not everyone walking beside you is going where God is taking you. Choose your friends carefully. Choose your habits carefully. And choose your future carefully. Because every destination begins with a choice. You can begin.
My name is Ifeoluwa Ajide. I am 22 years old. I attend Story Banquet Films University. And this is my story. A true life story. A story I never thought I would live long enough to tell. You see this smile? It wasn't always here. There was a time I wanted to leave home to explore before I felt I'm being caged at home. There was a time I thought money could solve every problem. There was a time I believed social media. There was a time I envied people living what they called the soft life. If only I knew what was hiding behind the pictures. I found my father, Pastor Ifeoluwa Ajide, the man who never stopped praying for me, even when I stopped praying for myself. There were nights I didn't sleep. There were nights I cried and asked God where my daughter was. But God is good. He brought her back. Not everyone came back. 2 of my closest friends died. Very beautiful girls. They were ambitious. They were full of dreams. And today, they are gone. If you are watching this video because you think glamour is everything, please stay till the end, because what you are about to hear may save your life. Story called us the Glam Ladies. Funny name, right? But back then, we loved it. We thought it sounded powerful, expensive, untouchable. We have a page on all socials. On Instagram, we had over 5 million followers. TikTok, almost 4 million. Every picture looked perfect. Private jets, luxury hotels, designer bags, champagne, vacations. People saw queens. People saw success. People saw goals. But nobody saw the fear. Nobody saw the lies. Nobody saw the tears. And nobody knew that one day, only one of us would survive. There were 3 of us, Olivia, Ese, and me. And if you had asked anybody then, they would have told you we were living our best lives. We weren't. Not even close. Let me start with Ese. Ese grew up in Mushin, a small room, 7 children, no money. Ese started working at age 8 to feed her younger ones. No certainty. Some nights they ate, some nights they didn't. Her mother sold pepper in the market. Her father was a local carpenter who rarely get jobs. She says he is a good man, quiet man, too quiet sometimes. Ese used to tell me stories about sleeping hungry, and whenever she told those stories, I understood something. Hunger changes people. Not ordinary hunger, the kind that makes you promise yourself, never again. The dangerous part wasn't even the poverty, it was her mother. Because every time Ese brought money home, nobody asked questions. Nobody wanted explanations. Everybody celebrated. One day I asked her, "Does your mother know what you do?" Ese laughed. Then she said something I'll never forget. "My mother doesn't ask where the money comes from. She only asks when the next one is coming." I asked her why. She says I am her meal ticket. She knows she makes the vision to wealthy men. That should have been a warning. But we ignored many warnings. As for me, I was Pastor Emmanuel's daughter, only child. People call PK, which means pastor's kid. My mom died during my birth. My dad never remarried. Can you imagine that? Pastor's daughter, choir leader, Bible quiz champion, youth fellowship coordinator. I knew scriptures better than mathematics. People used to point at me and say, "That girl will become a woman of God." Life had other plans. No, I made other choices. When I entered university, everything changed. Not suddenly, slowly. A little compromise here, a little compromise there, until one day, I couldn't recognize myself anymore. And that was how Olivia found me. The woman who changed everything and destroyed everything. If you have followed to this point, please subscribe, like, comment, and share Story Banquet Films for episode 2.